Stroke is a horrible disease. The outcomes are not pretty for a lot of people.
Nationally speaking, strokes occur about 1 every 41 seconds.
Time is brain, as we say.
With every minute, there are millions of brain cells dying. With every second, it's tens of thousands of brain cells dying.
We know that if you have a stroke and you receive TPA, the patients that do the best are the patients that receive the TPA closest to when their symptoms began.
The rural communities that exist here can't recruit and retain board-certified neurologists because there's not the density of the population to deal with that disease entities that they handle.
In rural hospitals, we have two problems. There are no specialists or no neurologists to evaluate the patients, so we don't have that. The other thing we don't have is we usually don't have a radiologist to read the CT scan of the image. REACH was really a grassroots campaign by the physicians here at MCG because we were frustrated by our inability to treat rural stroke patients well.
With the telemedicine system, the physician is available 24/7. Within 5 to 10 minutes, the emergency room physician and staff and the patient and their family are face-to-face with a neurologist and are having a conversation with them, the neurologist assessing the patient and making a treatment decision.
Having a neurologist available 24/7, that's a big bonus for us being in a smaller hospital. We just don't have the volume to be able to support someone to be here full-time.
It was really important to have a mobile system. And the other reason that's important is you have to be able to really, when we're called, we really promise to be on the system in 5-10 minutes at the latest. So we literally have our laptops with us. And we have to be able to connect wherever we are within 5 or 10 minutes because we promise really a fast turnaround.
I do my consults not just here from the ER, I do them from my office, I do them from home, I've done them from stores when I've forgotten that I was on call and suddenly get the page and I have to do something, kind of like the old Marcus Welby. I'm a doctor, this is an emergency, can I use your phone? Now I'm a doctor, it's an emergency, can I use your broadband internet access?
We really need on the video good audio-video synchronization.
The legacy systems for audio and video often would have a significant amount of latency or delay in communication. So that may be as high as 2 seconds. So if a neurologist is trying to determine if a patient can hear and understand commands, that 2-second latency could enter into their impression of the patient.
So it's really critical to have a nice system that would work in a low bandwidth. And that's why Vidyo is perfect for integration into REACH.
Vidyo was the superior choice of all options available. It allows us to multitask, bring in multiple physicians on one patient. It cut through the latency and allows us virtually instantaneous audio-video communication between a physician and patient. It keeps the video stream running very smoothly, even under adverse conditions that we may find in a small hospital emergency room.
The visuals and the acuity are absolutely fantastic. It's as if that doctor is looking right at that patient in that bed when they're 100 miles away. The audio is crystal clear, and all the transmittals are done instantaneously. There's no drag time or jumping on the video, which would interrupt the conversation between the doctor and the patient.
Our experience has actually been that the patients are typically getting treatment 20 minutes under the national average by going to a REACH site.
Within minutes, you can start to see the patient improve, and it's very dramatic, it's very moving to see someone that, you know, a few minutes before couldn't speak or couldn't lift their arms or couldn't follow directions. All of a sudden things start coming back around and they can start talking to their family members, and it's usually pretty emotional and moving for the family to see that, because, you know, minutes before they were not sure what the outcome for their family member would be.
Having something like this in our community, oh yeah, it would make the world. To get your mother back, to remember birthdays, anniversaries, your father back, to remembering how to bait a hook, yes, very important.
Through REACH technology, we have touched and impacted thousands of individuals' lives.